Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Gabby Hour. I'm your host, Gabby Giselle, and on today's podcast episode, we're going to be doing just a life update. Do you know what I'm saying? We're going to be updating you guys on what I've been up to, my current interests, my current hobbies, things going on, etc., etc. So I hope you guys enjoy this podcast episode. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe down below. We post new podcast episodes here every single Monday. You guys, do you hear the people sing? Oh my God. I was in Les Mis my senior year of high school, literally like right before COVID. And you know how recently Trump went to like go see Les Mis and like all the memes were like, somebody please explain the plot to him. Like literally somebody please explain the plot of Les Mis to Donald Trump before he goes and watches the show, because I promise you he's going to be stunned. Like brother is going to be stunned. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. Hold on. Can we do a little bit of like some ASMR? Like, let me just hit you with this. Okay, I have a little table here, so we're just going to pour it out right there. Ready? Yeah, that's amazing. I love the sound of a good Olipop. Honestly, like free brand deals for Olipop, because I love the vintage cola Olipops. I could drink this. I literally drink one every single day, if not multiple every single day. It's just so good. Like, it tastes like a Diet Coke, but it's better for you. So, do you know what I'm saying? Okay, besties, let's get into it. Oh my God. Speaking of when I was in Les Mis, okay, there was a trend on TikTok at the time when I was in Les Mis, which was late 2019. And it was like a trend where you would go like this and your friends would like put their face in. It was just so cringy. I did it to like every member of the cast every single night that we performed. And I think we did 4 nights. So yeah, it was a lot. But I was like the quirky bitch who did like the TikToks in the theater class. Like I was the girl who taught everybody the Renegade, and we did it as a group. I'm not even joking. Like I have screenshots. I think I have screenshots. If I find them, I will put them up. But like I literally every single day would like coach these people on how to Renegade and film it. So today, like, we're just going to do like a little life update. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to vibe. I just want to hang out. I just want to talk. It's going to be very like just random shit that I have written down here. One of the things that I have written down quite literally says verbatim, it sucks. It sucks living in America right now. And that is facts. Like Gabby a couple hours ago writing that was truly just like a genius, like actually like a poet. Yeah, it fucking sucks. I might not be a citizen. What? Clickbait. That's going to be the clickbait for this video. Like I'm getting deported? Question mark. That's me posing for the thumbnail. Every single time I have to watch that video of me posing for thumbnails, because I don't know, for those of you who don't know, at least this is how I do it. But on YouTube, when you're trying to make a thumbnail, when I go to film the podcast, the first thing that I do is film like a 3-minute long video of me posing in like different various ways. Like depending on like the theme of the video, it'll be like different every time. But like it's typically something like, you know, like something stupid, and watching that back to then screenshot it. Oh, and then mind you, when you screenshot it, it like gets big. They like blow the picture up and it's on your laptop screen and everybody around you can see it. Like I hate editing a thumbnail in public. It's so cringy. Like it really makes me wonder if like I need to like seek help. Do you know? Like it's so strange watching myself go, like, disgusting. But anyways, yeah, it sucks living in America right now. The other day I sent my mom a TikTok of like an audio, which is literally like the ex-president of Mexico speaking and being like, vámonos ya. Like, oh my God, when I think about it, it literally makes me want to cry because it's just like a video saying that like, fuck the American dream. Like, it's the Mexican dream now. Like, blah, 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 blah. Like, let's go back to Mexico. And it's just like just videos, like beautiful videos of Mexico and like the culture and the people being happy and like the celebrations and like, it's just literally like anybody who's not Latino for Trump right now is like so fucking like freaked, bro. It's so scary. Like this shit is not a joke. Like it is so strange. It feels like we're living, like Jake literally said earlier, like we're living in the wrong timeline. Like today he told me that like Diddy was found innocent on like counts of some other shit, and like it just blows my, like how did y'all find that man innocent? We got like 50 witnesses taking the stand with their testimonies. Like, this is not, how is he innocent of anything? Like, just blew my mind away. And Jake was like, yeah, we're living on an alternate timeline. Like, this is so strange, you know? And it is really, really hard when you're trying to, like, do life and then also at the same time, like, being really, really worried about all this political shit that's going on. Like, we're being stripped of our rights. Like, they just passed the fucking ugly bill in the Senate, and then it's going to go back to the House for, like, all the revisions that have been done to it. And it just fucking blows my mind. Like, there's this video on TikTok. I reposted it the other day because it was just so crazy of, I think he's a senator. His name is, like, Tim she, he. Like, bro, I thought you were against the pronouns. Like, what is going on here? And he is like laughing at everybody voting no. Obviously the majority, like Republicans, voting no for like, basically the Democrats are trying to like issue amendments to this bill, right? Like they're trying to change certain parameters of this bill. And it's like, we're not going to increase taxes for people who, or we're going to increase taxes for people who are making over $10 million a year, right? And then they raised it to 100 million and 500 million. And like, like they were just like going up and up and up and up. And this dude, Tim or Tom or whatever the fuck, he, I don't fucking know. But he's sitting there taking the vote and they're all going, no. So then he's like, you know, it stands. And he's like laughing and smirking. Like these people are sick. Like they're literally sick in the head. Like they are actively sick. And like one day when either like we all disappear and the next whatever comes up, the next race comes up, and studies are passed if it's still documented, like if we're not completely obliterated from the earth when it explodes, because it's literally going to start dying. Like it is dying actively right now. They're going to study these people for being so sick in the head. Like so sick in the head. The fact that, you know, 2 senators were, you know, one of them was murdered and the other one was like attempted. But a couple, a senator and her husband, were murdered in their sleep, or well, I guess they were woken up or whatever, or something like that. But like they're like by a far right wing man. It was political violence, and we're just glazing over it. Like it's just another headline in this like sea of headlines from Donald Trump. Like it is insane. Like Kristi Noem, that girl is so botched. So botched. She looks horrendous. Let's just start there. Second of all, who in the ice Barbie is that? Like, honest to God, this woman finding her life's purpose and deporting and removing, separating families, children who need life-saving care that they can only receive in the States, families being ripped apart. She doesn't care. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know if she has kids. I don't even know who the fuck she's like, never have I ever heard of her. But I hope to God she doesn't have kids, because like you have to be real sick in the head and like real lacking of empathy to do this and to be at the head of an organization that is quite literally like Donald Trump's private militia. Like, if we're being honest, they hire January 6ers, hundreds of them, to help with ICE raids. Hey, crazy. They don't need to be in one singular uniform. They can be unmarked and in plain clothing. Crazy. Like, if you've never seen The Housemaid's Tale, is that what it's called? Housemaid? Yeah, The Housemaid's Tale. It is, no, The Handmaid's Tale. Jesus Christ, The Handmaid's Tale. If you've never seen that show, there's literally, the way that this happens, they created a world where women are not really infertile. They're like, there's not enough babies being born. They believe that God is punishing them. And so then they like create this society called Gilead by taking over certain cities. And they take it over and they basically have handmaids, which are for creating babies and like raising them like when they're really little. And then there's like the rich people who have a handmaid in their home who like, they do weird. It is a messed up society where like everybody is like living under like serious watch and surveillance and like all the shit. And literally, this is exactly how they explain it, is that they became politically powerful and then through like money hungriness were able to like overtake and begin implementing certain things, like certain laws. And then they implemented martial law and then they did this and that. And there was protests leading up to it. And there was like awareness that it was currently going on, but then it just got like ignored. Like it just got lost until it was too late and nobody like had woken up and it was just too late for people to get out, you know? And man, like it blows my mind. That show is so famous. It's so well known. If you haven't heard of the show, like you've probably heard of the book, like it is a famous, almost a household name. Okay. Like The Handmaid's Tale. Hey, at least in America. And you're telling me that everybody's just sitting around being like, what is it like? And it's also like, how can you blame people for sitting around and being like doing their normal life? Because we still have to pay bills. Like I still have to pay my rent, right? Like I still have to go to work and run my business and I have to contribute to society. And it is so paralyzing when I sit here and I think about how I am sitting in a cog of just absolute greed and hatred and living in a city, in a state, and in a country run by psychopaths, like people who lack any morsel of human empathy, of morals, of understanding, of what their job title is, which is to represent. They are representatives and they are not representing anybody but themselves. And this is not something that just started happening. Like when I first found out that, mind you, I'm only 23, right? I'm new to this voting thing, new to politics, new to all this stuff. 2016, when Donald Trump was first running, I was actively paying attention because I was a kid with immigrant parents who were still with like mixed status and like it was complicated back then. You know, since then they've been able to fix their status and everything's cool right now. But it's like, is it though? Like here we are less than 10 years later and I'm still like wondering if my parents are going to be taken away tomorrow or me. And that is it. When I first found out about like insider trading, like people who serve on the Supreme Court or in any of Congress, right? They do not, like, they insider trade. Like, they don't care. Like, they're not even embarrassed to be found out for insider trading. Like, they do it on a smile they do it with a smile on their fucking face and they waltz into these courtrooms and into these committees with their heads held high. Like they are okay with screwing over millions of Americans, every single American. They're okay with screwing over every single person in their district, in their counties, in their states, in all of their constituents. They're fine with screwing them over for the chance of them achieving elite power or elite money or whatever may have you. You could say those are the same thing because money is power in America, at least in the capitalistic society in which we live in. And like, hey, I like money. I like making money. I think it's a good system to help people strive to succeed in life. But where it's become broken is it's just prone to human error and greed and like rent being expensive and groceries being expensive because companies want to keep their profit margins while politicians play fucking volleyball and soccer at the same time against 3 different fucking teams with tariff and tax wars and all this bullshit. And it's like they just don't care about us. And it's like they're telling us, call your senators, call your governors, tell them that you don't want this bill passed. Hey, number one, I live in Florida. Ron DeSantis could really get it. Like, could really catch these hands. Like, that little small meatball of a man could really catch these hands. Don't care. And it's just, like, honestly, that small meatball of a man could really just, like, catch these hands. I hate him. And it's just like, I have to do normal life and I have to go to work and I have to pay my taxes and I have to contribute to society and I have to buy groceries and cook and make content and be normal. Meanwhile, this could possibly be the brink of like everything just changing, and none of what I'm doing today to keep myself afloat will matter in 6 months to a year. And like, that is what scares me, is that like, I don't want to panic and do nothing and like, or panic and do too much. And then like, it would just, there's a lot that goes into that, right? Like fighting those battles. I don't want to do too much. I don't want to do too little. I don't want to sit around, but I have to live. I have to have a place to live and I have to pay for it. Like it's such a strange, weird place to be. Anyways, that was like way too long of ranting, but it's just was really, it blows my mind. And that's really what a lot of what I've been thinking about recently. And I wanted to start with that so I could get like the negative and like scary, weird stuff. And like, this is not to fear monger or like freak people out, but like, man, just please do not ignore it. Like, I know it can be heavy. I know it can be exhausting watching it all the time. Like a lot of these videos of people being kidnapped and just taken away and like family stuff. It's so hard, but like at least just know and pay attention to like what Donald Trump is doing, what your state is doing, like what laws they're passing. Like I live in Florida. Like we've got fucking literal concentration camps masked as like just so stupid. It's so fucking dumb. And it's so heartbreaking and angering. And like, man, it just pisses me off. But like, please just don't let it pass us by. Do not, like, don't stop reposting. Don't stop sharing. Don't stop talking about it. Don't stop like paying attention. Like, please don't stop. Like, there are people who need you, especially if you're a straight white man in America or a straight white woman in America. Like if you're white in America, period, like you have a privilege that a lot of us do not right now. And like, you have to stand up if you feel the need to, like, please just don't give up on it. Like, don't go back to your normal life and pretend like it's not happening. Like, just keep paying attention. Like, you don't have to do all this and go to every protest and be the perfect, political princess, but like, please just pay attention. Like, I know it can get overwhelming. Trust me, I'm going through the same thing where it's like stressing me out every day to the point of like my hair's falling out and like I'm not well. I'm not eating. I like don't have motivation to go to the gym. I've been going, but like, it's just, I go to the gym and I just do movements and I don't even try. Like, it's just going through the movements. So yeah, I don't know. The rest of this episode is going to be silly. I promise you. Like, the rest of this episode is going to be so much fun. We're going to get that over with. We're done. We're closing that chapter. And now we're going to move on to something that I think I've talked about a little bit. And it's like, I think a lot of people in their 20s experience this. That is so good. Like, I just know that a lot of people in their 20s also experience kind of like this idea of like making friends in your 20s, especially if like you moved out of your hometown, you like don't hang out with any of those people and you're in a new city. Or maybe like me, I moved out of my hometown and then all those people left my hometown and then I came back, opened my business, and like being a business owner at like 20, 19 or whatever, it's hard. Like you're not out partying, you're not in the same circles as these people. And so like now that I really want to start making friends and like spending more time with people that like actually value me and that I find value in being around, it's so hard to like make friends. And I need to talk to you guys about my friend Izzy because she's like my new friend and it is so fun. And if you guys have checked out my vlog channel, which check out the vlog channel, hello, it's linked down below, subscribe. It's Gabby Giselle. I do reading vlogs and just like lifestyle stuff, so go check it out if you guys want to see more content. But anyways, you guys might have seen her in a couple of vlogs, but she works at the coffee shop I like to hang out at, especially like late at night, and she works the weekends. And so let me just tell you like how we met. Basically, like when I first started going there, she was starting to train there. So like it kind of like intersected all at the same time. And she was super like just funny and like quirky and in like a chill way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how to explain it. It's like you can definitely tell she's like kind of nerdy, but I feel like she just gave me such good vibes. So I was like, yes, like I like her. We're chatting it up. And then at some point, I think that she, you know, I was talking to her about my YouTube and social media and like I was, you know, whatever. And then she was like, can I be in a video? And I was like, sure. And like, it was just like really funny, like little clip that I posted of her. And like, you know, after that, I think like I got her phone number, she got mine or something. And then we like have texted back and forth. And then a couple weeks ago, we hung out like when she wasn't working, but at the same place at the coffee bar. And we hung out there and like it was such a fun time. And it was so funny because like our interaction over text was so strange. Like you could tell like we're both just like not good at like making friends or like don't have friends. And it was just so funny. Like, and I love that, like, we're always kind of like in sync. And Izzy has autism and like a couple of other fun, flavorful things going on. And Izzy is like special. Okay. Like she's definitely like a special kid. And like, I truly like, she's like, yeah, like it's the tism, right? I don't know what it is about like me and people with autism. We just get along. And I don't know if it's because I'm also autistic, but hey, I'm just putting it out there. And you know what's so funny? The first thing that I said to her when she told me that she was autistic, I was like, oh, do you like John Cena? And she's like, I love John Cena. And I was like, oh my God. Because it's like a running joke if you don't know. It's like a running joke that like all autistic kids like John Cena, trains and something else. I can't remember, but it's just, it's like a stupid running joke. It's a very probably harmful stereotype and generalization, but hey, it proves to be true a lot of the time. So I just want to put that out there. But anyways, like we hung out recently another time and then like we could just tell like both of us were like on this like lower energy. So it was kind of like chill and like whatever. And so we went home pretty early and like went up. But I love that we were both just like, yeah, like, sorry. It's just like, I'm so tired. Like, I really want to go home. Like the fact that we're both the exact same is so much fun. But like, honestly, like making friends in your 20s is so hard. But it's really just about like being more open and not afraid to put yourself out there, which I know sounds kind of corny. But like, I think, you know, Izzy made the initiative first to text me or something like that. And it felt really nice that she was like, oh, I like this girl enough that like I'm actually going to like text her back, you know, like because sometimes people just give you their phone number or like get yours and they'll be like, oh, I'll text you, like we'll make plans and stuff. And then they just don't because like people, especially in their 20s, they're so busy. They got a lot of things going on and like they're trying to figure out their life and, you know, it's a shit show. So I don't ever expect people when they're like, oh, give me your number to actually text me back. So she texted me and like that was just like validating. So then I think after that, it was kind of like, okay, like now that we're like hee hee ha ha joking outside of your job, like, do you want, this is like a relationship. What? We have like a running joke too between like me, her, and then a girl who also works there. The only other girl that works there, that like, especially because the other girl, she doesn't have a boyfriend or like a girlfriend or anything, but Izzy and I are both in relationships, and she's always like, oh, I love flirting with women who have boyfriends, like blah blah blah, in like a total joking way. Like it's not like a serious thing or anything like that. So we all kind of like flirt with each other and whatnot, so it's really funny. But you know, like, then I had the confidence to reach out to her and be like, hey, do you want to hang out today? And like, you know, I'll meet you up at the bar, and like, are you working? You know, and it was kind of like nice to see like two people as adults kind of making the effort to like create a friendship, because it takes effort. You know, you can't just like hope that somebody and you will get close. Like, no, you have to like reach out to them and like see what they're up to, and like, you know, kind of put yourself out there. So it was, you know, it's really nice kind of making new friends in your 20s and like kind of like breaking the barrier of being like, okay, like I kind of like you, like, do you want to be my friend? You know, like, because it feels weird. And you never know. Some people always have like their childhood best friends and they don't step out of that, which to me is strange, because like I have a lot of childhood best friends, but like I'm not friends with any of them anymore. And like it's one of those things, like when I see them, I'm like, oh, hey, you know, like my friend Layla is probably the only person from like high school that I'm close-ish to. Like really, if I'm being honest, Layla is my low maintenance best friend. Like she is absolutely amazing. I love spending time with her when she comes into town, but like she doesn't come into town very often, but she's the best. Like I love her and I adore her. And, you know, but besides her, like I don't really have that many friends, and especially like friends that are kind of in the same era as me, where it's like, you know, I'm in a long-term relationship. We'll be together 2 years this October. You know, like I'm in a long-term relationship. I'm a homebody. Like I have, like, my hobby is reading and like content and like making more money. Like those are the things that I focus a lot on, like my fitness and my health. And it's really hard to find people in your 20s that are focused on the same sorts of things. Like I find a lot of those people online, but I feel like especially in the area that I'm in, which is like a very college town, it's hard to find those people because there's, you know, few and far between. So it's like, you know, it's kind of hard to get that community. And so, yeah, like just making friends in your 20s is so hard, but like this is your time to like try to make a friend and like actually try, like text them first or text them back and like actually answer and actually follow through on plans. Cause I'm the exact same way, where like every time I make plans with somebody, especially if it's like more than 3 days in advance, I almost always feel like canceling like the day of. But I'm also the kind of person who needs like a week in advance for people to tell me. So then what happens is like people tell me a week in advance and invite me to stuff, or even earlier. And then I agree because at the time I'm like, oh my God, slay. Like I love that they're telling me so far in advance. Let me put it in my calendar. But then like I completely forget to look at my calendar. So then it starts coming up and then I just had a different view of like my week. And so then I just won't want to go, or I'm just feeling antisocial. I don't know. Just there's lots of reasons as to like why I wouldn't want to hang out with somebody. But hey, I don't know. Another thing that I've been up to is just like reading. I've tried to get back into reading because I was playing COD for a little bit. Oh, I'm like a COD queen. Let's start there. I was playing COD so much. Like the month of June, I read 3 books. And mind you, like one of them was 990 pages or 980 pages. The other one was like 600 pages. Or I think I read 4 books. What did I read? Oh, I read King of Envy, Fearless. No, I read Fearless in May. King of Envy, Our Infinite Fates, The Great Alone, and well, I guess I read a lot more than 3. Wait, hold on. Our Infinite Fates, The Great Alone, Kingdom of Ash, King of Envy. That's 4. And then I feel like I'm missing one. Maybe, did I read something on my Kindle? No, because I've only been reading one book on my Kindle. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't really read that much in June, but I was playing a lot of COD, okay? Or at least not early June. Like, I feel like most of those books I read late June. But early June, I was playing lots of COD. Like, the anime, I was playing tons of COD. And, like, I just love shitting on men, bro. Like, it is so satisfying to be in a lobby full of men who, even, like, I don't even care if they're on my team. Like, they be talking mad shit. They be like, don't go for fucking A, you idiots. Like, go for... It's like, dude, that's not how you talk to people when you want them to listen to you. Like, yeah, I agree. Like, if we're playing Babylon, all right? Because I play multiplayer Black Ops, right? If I am on a team and I notice that they're not going for, like, a certain letter, I will hop on the mic and I'll be like, hey, like, you know... get C, get C, get C, right? Like, hey, get C, right? And that's like neutral. You're not like yelling at them to do it, but you're just being like, yo, it's open. Like, go, 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 go. Like, let's go. You know, we can do it as a team rather than being like, you guys need to stop fucking going to A, you idiots. Like, that doesn't help at all. And like, matter of fact, the team is just going to be like, fuck this guy and like mute you. And then they're not going to listen to anything that you have to say the entire game. And like, I'm the kind of person who plays with a mic. Like, I have to play with a mic because, like, either I need to talk shit or I need to communicate with my team. Like, it just, I can't play without it because I take it fucking seriously. Like, I am a gamer girl. But it's just so satisfying to, like, be at the top of the leaderboard, win the game, and just be like, fuck you, you know? And, like, for me to get best play, like, it is so fun. One of my favorite things to do in the game is spawn trap, but not spawn trap where the way that a lot of people do, which is literally just by, like, sliding back and forth between the same, like, two spots, or like just staying in one spot and like sniping straight through. Like, that's really cringy. It's really annoying, and it's like so boring. It makes the game so boring. But like, I like to go through a spawn and like get one person, go deeper into the spawn, get another person, go deeper into the spawn, get another person, go deeper until I get the whole squad, and then come back out where I was the first time because they're not going to expect me to be there anymore, and then do it all over again and like see if I can, how many times over I can do it. I've never been able to do more than twice, but it's just like, it's just satisfying for me. Like, especially for me, like, I'm thinking like Nuketown. So come around left side, and I'll get whoever's waiting in that left side corner, right over by the picket fence. Then I'll go through whoever's waiting in the garage. Then I'll go through whoever's waiting in the living room. Then I'll go upstairs and get somebody either who's upstairs or staring down into their spawn. And then I'll go back downstairs out the front door and check that side again because they're not expecting me to be there or know that they're there. Because I keep the, there's like a feature where you can make yourself like, you won't show up on like a thermal map of like where people are. So people don't know that I'm in their spawn when they spawn in. Even if they have it turned on to where you can see the thermal map of people when you spawn in. But yeah, like, I'm really just like a big fan of playing COD. Like, I loved it when I was a kid, and in the last couple of months I got back into it, and I really love it, and I'm actually kind of good. But oh, and speaking of COD, we have this friend named Tom, and he likes to get on and play with me and stuff, and like, we'll play. Or he'll play with Jake and stuff. But he's always hyping me up. Like, shout out Tom. He just had a baby. They're so cute. Like, his little family. They're just so adorable. But yeah, like, he be hyping me up. He's like, dude, like, you should stream. Like, you're so good. Like, blah, blah, blah. He's like, you should really, like, try it and, like, stream and stuff. Like, I think you would do well. And, like, it's always fun when people tell you shit like that because it's kind of, like, validating because you're like, oh, like, I am as good as I think I am, right? Like, you're like, like, I'm that bitch. But, yeah, like, I don't know. I love it. I love watching compilations of people, like, absolutely kicking ass on COD on, like, TikTok and YouTube. Like, I love watching streamers, especially if they're women. Like, honestly, I only watch women. I find it so entertaining. Like, I think women are so cool. And, like, our hand-eye coordination is just, like, unbeatable, truly. So, yeah. But anyways, that being said, I was playing so much COD that this month I was kind of like going into this month, the last like I would say week or so, I've only played COD like once, and that was today, because I just like I really want to start reading. You know, I feel like not reading that much in the month of June probably wasn't only because of COD. Like I definitely have been really stressed and like just, you know, doing a million other things. So I haven't read that much, but I want to like make sure that I'm reading and getting a ton of books in. So like I recently bought Abby Jimenez's Just for the Summer. So I want to read that this month because it's July. Like I want to start reading it by the beach, like maybe this weekend. I also have the book club book for this week, the book that I'm currently reading, which is, I'll tell you, I'm having so much fun. It's called A Study in Drowning by Ava Reed. I'm like less than 60 pages in, I think. I'm on page, 56. I'm loving it. Also, just like the book itself is like absolutely stunning. Like, hello. But yeah, I have been enjoying like reading again. I just finished reading Kingdom of Ash, which is up here. I put it up here because I needed it for the podcast. She normally goes with the 7 other books that are on my shelf up there. This was so good. And don't worry, I'm not giving you any spoilers. I am going to have a reading vlog coming out in probably not this week, next week. I am going to have a reading vlog that's spoiler free. And then at the end, I'm going to do like a spoiler review of the entire plot and like just really dive into all the things I really loved about this and all the quotes that I loved from here. But man, like, oh my God, it is so heartbreaking. Really the worst thing about finishing a fantasy series or any series that you really love or like a book that you just really enjoyed is that you'll never be able to experience it for the first time again, which is why I put this book off to the side for so long. Cause I was like, I don't want to finish Kingdom of Ash. I don't want to finish like the Throne of Glass series. Like I don't want to know what happens. Like I want to just exist in this limbo where these characters, you know, they just went on these adventures and like everything's, you know, not fine, but it's paused for now in my head. But I was like, no, like I'm going to finish it. And like, you know, I'll do a reread sometime, probably in like a year from now, just to kind of like celebrate how much I love this series. Man, it's so good. I really want to get into more higher fantasy like this. Like this isn't super high fantasy. I think this is like a great beginner fantasy, like a great beginner higher fantasy. But like I want to go check out some other authors. I did recently purchase Red Rising. So maybe I'll read that and try to check that out. I've got a couple of other new fantasies that I've got on my shelf over there. But yeah, like I really want to get back into reading. I have just added like 18 new books onto my TBR in the last month because I got 12 free books and then I purchased like an extra like 5 or 6 books. I just went to the bookstore the other day. I got 2. I went to the bookstore with my boyfriend a couple of weeks ago and I got like 3 books, and then I had gone to the bookstore with Kaden a couple weeks before that and we had gotten 2 books. Maybe 3. I don't remember, honestly. So there's a lot of books on my shelf that need to be read. Like you don't even want to see like my TBR. It is literally just like waiting to be knocked over because it's just stacked on top of each other. And I think it's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's 20 books high. And it's just waiting to fall over. But anyways, so I'm reading A Study in Drowning by Ava Reed, which is like a fantasy-esque world. Like, I don't know how to explain it yet because I haven't really been too far into it. But so far we're following the main character. Her name is Effie, which I really like that name. Like, there's something about the name Effie, like Effie. It's just so cute. Like, I really love the name. But Effie is an architecture school, and in this world, women are not allowed to go to different places. Like there are limitations on what women can do. So she wanted to go to literature school, but she wasn't allowed there because only men could possibly understand literature. Duh. So she ends up having to go to like the next best thing, which is like low-key harder, which is the architecture school. And she sees this ad to, you know, kind of find a architect who could design a home for this author's family who, you know, he just passed away recently. And like, he's like renowned in this country. This country is called Lyria or Ilia or something like, I think it's Ilia or Lyria, something like that. And then they are currently at war with Argont, something like that. But basically they're in a war kind of like in a strange way. It's like they're at war, but it's also like, we don't really know why, but we've been told that like they argue over intellectual like credit a lot, like which intellects and like which authors and musicians and like writers exist in which country and like belong to which country to kind of like prove that they're better than the other. And it's kind of strange, but basically she submits a design to this, you know, giveaway that they're doing. Not like a giveaway, obviously, like she's going to work for them and they're going to pay her a lot of money, but she submits and she wins, and she gets written to by the son of the author who has passed away, and she goes off to this estate. She gets on a train, blah, blah, blah. We know that Effie suffers from panic attacks, which she has like a medication for that is kind of like a suppressant for her hallucinations, which she doesn't believe are hallucinations because this author wrote books about like these magical fairy kings and like all these awesome magical creatures and like things that she believes in and that she has seen in the past, but she's been called crazy for seeing. So then she had to be on this medication, which now she just kind of uses whenever she feels like she's having a panic attack. And so she gets to this estate and she meets, because when she wanted to start designing this home, she wanted to go back and do research on the family. And she realized and found out from the librarian that this one student who was Argantian, like he's from the other country, he has like that sort of a name, from the literature school, had already checked out everything on this family. So she was like low-key pissed at him. And then she goes off to this estate and she finds out, lo and behold, this guy is there and he is there to write a story on the family and like document the entire, you know, life story of this author who has fallen because, again, he's world renowned. And she kind of like instantly hates him because of like he had checked out those books. Like she doesn't really, like she's clearly really obsessed with books, and so it was like really annoying for her, and I get that. So, like, maybe I do understand it. But, yeah, like, she never really gives, like, a serious reason as to, like, why she dislikes him. But I honestly haven't gotten far there. But that's basically the first 50 pages of the book. It's written pretty well. I like Ava Reed's writing. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't like Lady Macbeth, but I also was listening to it on audio. And, like, the narration, I wasn't a big fan of. So I feel like maybe if I read it, like, physical, I would like it more. But, yeah. I don't know. So I am enjoying this. And like I said, I am enjoying reading, or I'm trying to do more reading than I did last month. My goal is to get 5 books done this month, at least. Ideally, I would like to read 8 books this month. But yeah, like I've just been trying to read a little bit more and spend that time like right before bed reading. So recently, another thing that I've been super into, and like I've been trying to fill like a lot of empty sound space, like a lot of quiet time with these videos, is videos on YouTube that teach you something. Like a lot of things that are historical. Love anything on ancient Egypt. It fascinates me. Love learning about ancient Egypt religion, culture, practices, art, obviously architecture of ancient Egypt, the pyramids, et cetera, where they came from, how they figured that out, what have you. Love anything about World War II. And like, don't get me wrong, we're not doing no World War II propaganda. But let me tell you, I love knowing the facts. I love hearing stories of like small people that like were really important to a lot of specific battles that we needed to win in order to win World War II. Okay. Love it. Absolutely love it. So like, that's been one of my favorites, and I'll just like find them up on my like For You page. There's also a YouTuber. I forget his name. I think his name is like Jared No, I might've made that up, but I'll plug him down below. But he also makes kind of like commentary videos on certain things. Like he talked about illiteracy and how, kids nowadays don't know how to read or they don't read, and how that can be a problem and like, all that stuff. He also talks about just like random topics and facts that typically have something to do with like the literary arts or culture or something interesting. So I enjoy watching videos like that. I don't know. Like I really loved learning in school. Like, let me tell you, like, I think that the reason why I love these videos is because I loved learning in school. Absolutely love learning. I hated going to school. Like I hated sitting in a classroom with 10 other kids who were stupid and annoying and interrupting the class and being rude to the teacher, et cetera, et cetera. Cause like I wasn't like that. I was a pretty like well-behaved kid. Not that I was scared to get in trouble. Like I'm sure that there were times where I got in trouble, but I was always just kind of like, just go to school, just do what you need to do. Like we all have to be here. Like why are you making it 10 times harder for yourself and everybody else in this class because you want to complain or you want to interrupt or you want to be disruptive? It's like now you're making this one thing 10 times longer and more excruciating because you don't know how to like sit still and shut up for 5 minutes. Like that shit would drive me nuts in school. But I love learning. World history was one of my favorite classes. Hated it because it was an APIB world history class in which I had to write like 5 essays a week by hand, and they all had to be over 1,000 pages. By hand. Yeah, I was getting carpal tunnel my junior year of high school. But I loved my teacher. He was so funny. He was extremely intelligent. I love world history. I love history in general. But like I loved it. And I just hated school. Like I didn't go to college. I loved biology, hated chemistry. I loved algebra, hated geometry. I loved, theater. I loved anything about theater. Like the other day, this is my next segue, but the other day my mom came into town and she was going through some stuff at the house and she pulled out this box and she's like, I have this box. It has a bunch of Polaroids, old pictures, and like memorabilia from when you were in theater. Girl, let me tell you, she had my top honors badge in there from Florida State Thespians competition. Yeah. She had trophies in there for like best actress in a comedy, best makeup artist, because you already know I was doing everybody's busty, dusty ass makeup. Why were they making me do people's makeup? I didn't know anything about makeup. Why were they listening to me? I was good at costume makeup though. So like if you don't know, but when you go to like thespian competitions, you get a badge. And your badge is going to be designed based off of like your team, right? Like your school or your district. So, well, I guess you go to district competitions and then state, but your badge is going to be different from other kids, but yours is going to say like your number, your troop number, it should say your name on it. And then you just wear it around the event and they know that like you're there for that event. It's just to like make sure everybody's safe, whatever. So those badges, like I have tons of them with like buttons and pins and like ribbons and stuff that I won for, different performances, whatnot. And like I just loved theater class. Like there was nothing better than like hyping myself up to go to theater class. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I loved it. But you want to know something funny? My theater teacher got fired for embezzling money from the Florida State Thespians for like, I think our district was like District 8, District 7. I don't know, but it doesn't exist anymore. I don't think that it exists anymore because like they didn't have anybody to be the district chair like she was. And then she posted on TikTok that like she was miserable or something. And then like she got fired for no reason. Girl, you stole from high school students. Just saying. Like that shit, when I heard that shit, I got a call when I lived in California. It's my senior year of high school. I moved out to California. And I get a call from my best friend telling me that like our theater teacher had been like removed from school because she embezzled our money that we paid. And mind you, I never paid to be a part of any show. Like they used to be like, $300 to be in this show and like for your costume and for this and for that. And then I was like, okay, but then why are we worried about getting everything donated to us? Like I was like peeping that shit, and I was friends with like her daughter, and then like her daughter was kind of crazy, and her friend that she stopped being friends with was one of my good friends. And like Val would tell me like, dude, like they be using the credit card for breakfast. They be using the credit card for lunch. They be using the credit card to order all of us lunch. Like they be using the credit card for nails and hair and Target and Walmart and like TJ Maxx and like all these different things that they were using the district thespians card for, like with all the funds. And so she got fired from her school. But like crazy, like crazy thing to do, honestly, but like not surprising because like her whole family is crazy. But yeah, like I loved theater class. Like I really loved school. I just hated school. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I loved hanging out with my friends. I loved learning. I loved theater. I loved like any extracurriculars. I loved, I love lunchtime. Like that was the best. Cause I remember like high school was the first time that I had like a lunch area that was like outside. Like the way that it was our school kind of like wraps around right there by the cafeteria because it's its own building. And then we have like this courtyard and then there's like tons of outside space, right? And you can just hang out all outside and like, sometimes it would be hot. So you would sit inside in the cafeteria if you wanted to, or like you could just like roam around school. Like I remember being like, oh my God, this is so cool. Like I can just walk around the school at lunchtime because I want to, like just little shit like that. Like when I was in school that I really like gave me joy. I hated the teachers sometimes, and like I hated that it was all like standardized testing and just bullshit. But yeah, like I really love learning. So I've been watching tons of educational videos. Like I'm literally getting to the point where I'm about to start watching like John Green's little animated videos. I forget what they were called. Whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. I used to love those videos. So like the other day I was doing like my skincare in my little like get ready room that isn't even really a get ready room. Like it has the cat's litter box in there. It has this dresser that I bought on Amazon that like came and it's so tiny and it like barely holds any of my stuff. And then like the closet in there has all of Jake's clothing. And then there's just like tons of like random shit everywhere, like that we don't use, and laundry and stuff that just kind of like takes up the space. And I really, really want to like get that room in order. I really want to like get a new dresser for it because I absolutely hate that dresser. It's so tiny. But it's so cute. Like I'm really upset that it's that small. And I want to get like a normal adult person's size dresser. And then, like kind of decorate it and make it like a cozy place. I was thinking of like moving my reading corner into that room and making it like a library, but then I wouldn't know what to do with this kind of like area because I film in my house. Like this is so weird, but I film in my house, and like the way that my house is like I'm literally staring at my kitchen island right now. It's like 10 feet from me, if that. And then like the sink is against the wall, my fridge, back door, bedroom, kitchen dining table, really small like kitchen nook, and then right here is like my entire sofa and the TV. And like I use this for a reading corner because I didn't really know what else to use it for. But I was thinking like of either putting like kind of just like sitting chairs here, like not necessarily like I want to get bar stools for the island, and I want to get like 3 bar stools for the island, if not 4, because I feel like we could fit 4 right there. But then I want to get like 2 chairs here, like smaller chairs with like a rug and like maybe just a couple of small things over here in this corner, especially because I already hung this light from the roof here. Or I might just leave it all here and then also add like a library in that room and then just make that also like a filming area that I can use. But I also want to like make it like a guest room. I don't know. There's just tons of different ideas that I have. I was thinking of getting like a futon for in there and having it be like where people could stay whenever they come into town. And like also adding a desk for me to do work at and upgrading my whole like glam setup to like an actual glam like table or desk. It's meant for that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. There's tons of just different little ideas that I have for that space. But it sucks because it's right next to like our neighbor's back porch and they smoke weed all the time. They have like their friends over. They argue. They yell. And then they put like this fucking, I don't even know what it is, but they put something in the window. So we have like 0 sunlight coming into that room and it is so irritating. But like, I can't really say anything and like bitch about it because it's like our landlord's son who lives there. And like, I hate that. I really hate that. But hopefully they don't live here long because like, I'll be surprised if they are still together by the end of the year because they really shouldn't be. Because like, as somebody who like doesn't even know them but hears everything that goes on in their household, it's not good. Like, you need to leave. So that's pretty much it for this week, you guys. Let's do my yuck and yum, because this week I have a good yuck and a good yum. They're going to be short, but like, my yum of this week is that I realized today, Ron DeSantis cannot run for governor of Florida ever again. Is that not like such a slight? Like, Ron DeSantis cannot be governor of Florida ever again. Now, he can run for other offices, of course. But, girl, we're going to be voting David Jolly in, okay? Because he's a Democrat, okay? And now, do I think that he could win? Maybe. Like, low-key, after I went to the protest on June 14th, I was astounded with how many people, especially in my little city, are, like, they hate Donald Trump. Like, they really hate him. Like, somebody was walking around with, like, a Donald Trump on, like, a stick. Like, that's how much they hate him. So, hey, all I'm saying is that's kind of a slay. You know? Kind of a slay. And my yuck of this week is people who constantly feel the need to, like, exclaim loudly, like, weird, smutty book sexual innuendos. So like a couple weeks ago, I was sitting up at a coffee bar and this girl interrupted my conversation. I think I've talked about it before, but she like interrupted my conversation. And it happened to me again recently where somebody interrupted my conversation about books, assumed I was talking about another book, and then kind of like took over the conversation and then just turned it into like, yeah, like I really like this one book because like they do this and this and that. And then like I really like, you know, I don't tell my boyfriend that I read them because I don't want him to feel like, I don't want him to know that like that's what I want him to do, but like that's what I want him to do, you know? And it's just like, ew. Like, ew. Nobody asked you for that. Like, keep it on TikTok. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if I want to see your smutty little romance kinks that you enjoy, I'll go to your TikTok, Miss Girl. But I don't want to know in public. I'm sitting here trying to drink my drink, Miss Girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, what are we doing? So I don't know. That shit just grosses me out and it freaks me out. And I hate it when people do that because it's like, you are grown. Act like it. Respectfully. So yeah, those are my yuck and my yums of this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know it was probably just like me yapping and maybe you don't find that entertaining, which kind of hurts my feelings. So don't say that in the comments if that's how you feel. But like, I really like episodes like this where I'm just kind of like updating you guys on my life. I think I want to do one of these a month, maybe like at the beginning of every single month or like the end, I guess, of the previous month. Because today is the 1st of July or the 2nd of July. But yeah, like let me know if you guys want to see me do like a monthly update podcast episode where it's just kind of like the things that I'm into this month, like what's been going on with me, how I'm feeling, you know, anything else that's been going on. I want to try to keep them like particularly like silly and goofy because again, a lot of what my personal battles are right now are just a lot of stress about the political state of the world, to be honest with you, which is why my screen time has been so high, like I mentioned earlier in the podcast. But like it has been so stressful and like gut wrenching to like wake up every day to just worse and worse news. And I'm sure that a lot of people feel that way. I'm not alone in that, but it really feels like shit. So I want to keep these maybe like just upbeat and like a good time. Do you know what I'm saying? So anyways, that's it for me this week, you guys. I love you guys so much. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Click the link down below to go check out my vlog channel. Also, all of my social medias will be somewhere, either on the screen or down below. Go check them out. Make sure you comment down below what was your favorite part of this episode. And I will see you guys next Monday for another Yap Sesh. Love you.